It is now time for NHL Playoff predictions. And we will start with the Western Conference. In the Western Conference, we have the St. Louis Blues, the Colorado Avalanche, the Vegas Golden Knights, and the Dallas Stars as the top seeds. And in the playoff series, we have the Edmonton Oilers versus the Chicago Blackhawks, the Nashville Predators versus the Arizona Coyotes, the Vancouver Canucks versus the Minnesota Wild, and the Calgary Flames versus the Winnipeg Jets. In the Eastern Conference, the top seeds are the Boston Bruins, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Washington Capitals, and the Philadelphia Flyers. In the playoff series, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Montreal Canadiens, and the Carolina Hurricanes versus the New York Rangers, the New York Islanders versus the Florida Panthers, and the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. So, in the Western Conference, I'm going to take between Edmonton and Chicago. I'm going to go with Chicago Blackhawks. And with Nashville against Arizona, I am going to go with Nashville. With Vancouver and Minnesota, I'm going to have to go with Minnesota. And with Calgary and Winnipeg, I'm going with Winnipeg. In the East, play-in series, Pittsburgh against Montreal. I have to go with Pittsburgh, unfortunately. Carolina and the Rangers. I'm going to have to go with Carolina Hurricanes on this one. I think they have more firepower. The Islanders and the Panthers. I'm going with the Islanders. And the Maple Leafs and the Blue Jackets. I'm going to go with the Maple Leafs. So, don't know who's on playing top seeds yet. So, out of the West, I think the best team in the West, I think it's going to come down to the finals. I think that since I think Chicago, Nashville, Minnesota, and Winnipeg, I think out of those teams I just said they're going to win, my prediction, I think the best team out of that is, seeding-wise, is Nashville, obviously. But I do think Nashville can really take all those teams out if needed to. But then technically, the Stars, I don't see the Stars as being a threat to really anybody. I mean, yeah, they maybe have a half-decent team, my opinion. But I think Dallas Stars aren't enough firepower for them. The Knights, after last year, or wherever they made the playoffs, they're a surprise team. But I don't know how much they have right now. They were looking iffy this year. Colorado, they're a good team. I mean, they're no slouch. They're a good team. The St. Blues, defending Stanley Cup champions, they have a chance to actually repeat. But with the Eastern Conference being pretty tight, they get run for their money. So I think out of that, I think it's kind of Nashville and St. Louis. And I think we'll have to go with St. Louis on that one. I think Louis will be the Stanley Cup West. In the East, I'd say Pittsburgh is a tough team to play against, but they are beatable. They're not a shutdown team. Carolina was good last year. I think they're ready to make a name for themselves again this year. The Islanders are a pretty good team too. They have a good team around them after losing Tavares to Toronto. And Toronto is no pushover, and Columbus isn't either. But I just think Toronto has more of a team than Columbus definitely does. Boston Bruins are pretty good. They're beatable. Tampa Bay is a flash of a team, no pun intended. Washington's very good. Philadelphia Flyers have gotten much better. I think the team to beat in the top seed is going to be Tampa Bay, because if they can figure it out and not get swept in the first round or the first round they play in, then they're going to be reckoned with. But they have a really good team. They have Stamkos, Point, Kucherov. I'm sorry, I don't know the team. I assume Stamkos on the high players. Yeah, I think they're going to be in the records, but I think definitely the Flyers. That's going to be a good matchup. I've seen a couple of those games, and they're really good matchups. Boston, they're going to be a good team to play against. I think Washington can take them out, though. I really think Washington can take out the Bruins. I think Toronto's going to have a little bit of trouble with other teams. I mean, I'd love to see Pittsburgh get knocked down in the first round to Montreal, but I don't think it's going to happen. But you never know. So I think the Rangers I do think Carolina will have a chance to go far. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to say from Tampa Bay Lightning and the Carolina Hurricanes in the finals. And then if I'm going to be straightforward with you guys, I'm going to say Tampa Bay. If Tampa Bay plays the way Tampa Bay can play, then they're going to be in the Stanley Cup against St. Louis Blues. And then it comes down to who's going to win. Will it be Tarasenko and the Blues going back-to-back, or Stamkos and the Lightning winning the Stanley Cup for the first time since, I think, 2006 was the last time they won, I think. Let me know from around that. If they won before that, then no, I don't know what I'm thinking. But I think it was 2006 last time the Tampa won the Stanley Cup. And then St. Louis won 2019. Or 2000. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I think it was 19. Or 20, I'm not sure. Everything's all mixed up with this season. So, I think it was 19. Yeah, I think it was 19. And so, yeah, so I think between the Blues and Lightning, if I had to pick who has the more firepower, I'm going with Lightning, man. I'm going with Lightning. I have to. It's the only way I see it. So, prediction is the Lightning will be your 2020 Stanley Cup champions. So like the video if you like it, comment what you think, who you think's going to win a Stanley Cup. And subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.